Mark Denholm
at breakfast podcast.
Hello, welcome to episode 188 of the best bits of the Atom Radio Breakfast Show. This is Mark Denholm from Monday to Friday's Breakfast Show on 6 till 10. You can listen live, of course, on your mobile phone, on your computer, on your smart speaker, or indeed on your tablet. On the way in the podcast this week, we have a strange concert choice. We have the consequences of climate and all that on F1. Social media for snowflakes. They'll love it. They absolutely will. We discovered the downside of not having Netflix. We also found out about an historical publication, and also why no bank holiday declared by Boris Johnson. On the way,
Mark Denholm
at breakfast podcast.
Happy Independence Day, by the way, to you. If you are American, happy Independence Day to you. Little stat for you today. More iPhones are sold every day than people are born. Does that mean then that people buy themselves two phones? I don't know how it could work out any other way.
This is Mark Denholm
at breakfast.
Atom Radio.
Spotted over the weekend somebody at an Adele concert with their phone shazamming the song that she was singing.
Mark Denholm at breakfast.
This is Atom Radio.
Morning. Welcome to Monday. It is Mark Denholm at breakfast, banging out the anthems on Atom Radio. I was just thinking actually about these eco-idiots that stormed the Formula One Grand Prix at Silverstone. Right, they'll be happy when the cars are all electric, right? But can you imagine, at the moment, I'm not really a big fan of F1, but one of the big things is the meow as the cars go past, right? And it's not even as good as it was because of new regulations and they've had to change the engine sizes. But can you imagine when it becomes electric? Hardly worth watching that, is it? As the cars go speeding round, does nothing for me.
Mark Denholm
at breakfast podcast.
A new social media network has launched. It's dubbed Social Media for the Snowflake Generation. It's called Morale, and it only ever lets users send compliments to their friends. That's it, nothing but. It's invite only, and you can send up to 5 compliments per day.
This is Mark Denholm
at breakfast.
Atom Radio.
Morning, and welcome to Tuesday. Mark Denholm at breakfast announced yesterday pubs have fallen to the lowest level ever. Under 40,000 pubs now are left in Britain. Barristers break down in tears as they insist they are not fat cat lawyers, as they go back on strike yesterday as well. And the inventor of the mobile phone says that you should spend less time on it and get a life. In other social media news as well, there is a new app called Morale. It's social media for the snowflake generation, where you can only send 5 messages a day to your friends, and they must all be compliments. This reminds me of sharing the love on Bebo, and it makes me think back to when me and Blair Bear, we found a hack on this. You could only share the love 3 times a day on Bebo, but all of a sudden we found that if you did something, I can't remember what it was, you then got unlimited love sharing, and there were competitions to see who had the most love on Bebo. Needless to say, we were topping the charts.
Mark Denholm
at breakfast podcast.
Best thing in life is finding someone who knows all your flaws, all your mistakes, and all your weaknesses, and still thinks you're completely amazing. Can't see anyone ever knowing all my flaws, my mistakes, and my weaknesses and thinking I'm amazing. I don't think it'll happen.
This is Mark Denholm
at breakfast.
Atom Radio.
However, yesterday I asked what things, what modern gadgets that everybody has do you not use? And Morning Danny, not really a gadget, more of a service, but I get what you're saying. Danny says, never ever even, I sounded so posh then. I say one has never ever had. No, that's not what I was saying. Danny says, I've never ever had a Netflix account and I've never ever watched anything on Netflix. And me neither. My man, me neither. I've never ever had Netflix. I don't see a need for it. And I've never watched anything on Netflix. The only downside from that is, though, Danny, that we are both, and I'm not saying you and me together, what I'm saying is you and me on our own independent ways, we're both ruling ourselves out of Netflix and chill. I nearly dug myself into a big hole there, did I not?
Mark Denholm
at breakfast podcast.
16 minutes to 7 o'clock, Mark Denholm at breakfast on Atom Radio. The world's quietest room in Minnesota is measured in negative decibels. It's so quiet that you can hear your own heartbeat, and worse than that, you can hear your own bones moving. I never ever want to go in that room. I'm pretty certain that would be an awful, rattly, creaky noise in my case. I do not want to go in that room.
Mark Denholm.
At breakfast. Podcast.
And I wanted to know, therefore, what is the most prestigious thing that you've ever won? And Suzanne said a Reader's Digest competition. And I remember the Reader's Digest used to be, for some strange reason, incredibly popular. And then I was thinking, whatever happened to the Reader's Digest? Well, I can tell you the Reader's Digest is still in production. It's a general interest magazine published 10 times a year with its headquarters in Manhattan. It was founded in 1922 by DeWitt Wallace and his wife, Leela Bell Wallace. There you are. You see, now you know. If you were wondering, now you know. The thing is, though, Suzanne was another one. I mentioned earlier that yesterday we ended up with a lot of questions being asked by the answers. And Julie, she won the bake-off, didn't say what with. And Tash won the car competition, didn't say whether her car was still capable of being on the road. And Suzanne, we still don't know what you won in the Reader's Digest.
Mark Denholm at breakfast.
This is Atom Radio.
We must celebrate the fact that we've got to Friday and here we are, you and me, still in place. Well done. Let's give each other a pat on the back. I did tweet Boris Johnson yesterday asking him when the bank holiday would be announced to celebrate his resignation. He's not got back to me yet. It must be surely an oversight on his behalf. Either that or Carrie hasn't allowed him permission yet to go on Twitter. I don't know.
Mark Denholm.
At breakfast. Podcast.
He may be sad that it's over, having given up the best job ever. We're just sad that we didn't get a holiday out of celebrating this national source of pride. The fact that Boris Johnson has now resigned, although it appears that he is clinging on as caretaker Prime Minister. Certainly when this podcast comes out, it would appear that he is still caretaker Prime Minister. And I don't see why, because Dominic Raab was the stand-in for him while he was in hospital with COVID. Why can't he now stand in while Boris Johnson goes? And let's be honest, in terms of his resignation, he only has himself to blame. It's his conduct that has got him to where he is now, which is on the way out. Thank you so much indeed for... Oh, that wouldn't be suitable, would it, for the social media for snowflakes? You can't say that because it's not paying him a compliment. Anyway, back to what I was going to say. Thank you so much for checking out episode 188 of the podcast. Always a pleasure to have your ears. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe in your favourite podcast app and then you'll get notified automatically next time the next episode drops. And don't forget to check out The Breakfast Show, Monday to Friday, 6 till 10, online, on mobile and on smart speaker.
Mark Denholm.
At breakfast. Podcast.